On to part two, Thursday and Friday coming up here. We're just going to report on John Hutchinson business so far this evening, which has been pretty rampant, I think we would say. He turned over £600 on 3 races at Newcastle. All 3 favourites won, and he made 89p. So it's going really well for John. So that's true. That is true. Yeah, that is true. So £600 for 89p. So thanks to John. Providing an excellent service with a smile. The business tonight certainly is not desperate. Yeah, Rachel will have most of that. Right, okay, we're going to move on to the Thursday then. This is Thursday and Friday on the new course at Cheltenham, which they started watering today, I believe, Friday today, following a dry week. The Muir's Novices Hurdle is the opener on the Thursday. We spoke to Luke Parkinson last week, who told us that Tony Mullins has had his absolute bollocks on Bambino Fever. The market already knows that, of course, and she is 4-5 at the moment. We'll start with you, ST.
I heard Bambino had a cough, but these things do go around. Look, I don't think she's a great price, is she? She's not 4-5 at all. I don't know what price John Hutchinson is, but it'll be a hell of a lot bigger than 4-5. My inclination is to take Bambino Fever on because the form book does not necessarily back up the price. And in a lot of these situations, you know, you find yourself, I'd rather have the form book on my side than conjecture, to be quite honest. Don't forget, Bambino was beaten by Old School Outlaw back at Nace in December. I wouldn't be surprised if La Conquière ran a big race at a fairly rewarding price. Of course, Snowden won this a few years ago. I thought she ran all right at Ascot, and that was against a pace bias that day. She previously won at Newbury. We know she's a good mare, and I'd rather back her each way at a massive price. Well, not massive, it's going to be 16, than, say, Bambino Fever at whatever price John Hutchinson is about to tell me, 5-4.
11-8. No.
5-4.
No change.
Go on then.
Yeah, this is another race where
13-10. Yeah, you can have 13-10.
I don't think you will.
11-8. There you go with John Hutchinson.
Yeah, it's another one of these races where if you listen to Valencia, she's already won, but yeah, this is not a race for me, and yeah, I won't be having a bet at all.
Oh, well, that was pretty swift then. The second race on the Thursday is this Jack Richards Novices Handicap Chase. Cocktail Divine has already been mentioned earlier this evening. Also in here, 92 market leader at the moment. But Henry de Bromhead has said the drying ground, they are watering, means they are likely to go to the Browns, as we mentioned earlier. Meet Me by the Sea, or whatever it's called, being well tipped recently. 51 lengths, 6 of 6 behind Lou Lambert, got him qualified. So that one's interesting as well. Jordan's Cross won over course and distance on trials day, and that's got a good record of producing festival winners. That race, 6 Mile Bridge won an apparent Grade 1 Novice Chase at Sandown, yet connections are going to be aiming at this handicap next time out. I think that tells you all you need to know about the quality of the Scilly Isles Chase. We'll start with you on this one, Lee, for the Jack Richards.
Yeah, this is a really good race. Really good race. I echo what he said earlier about Cocktail Divine. If he was going here, I'd be all over him, but I think the way the Brown advisory is, I think they're going to take a chance there. I've had a big word for Spencer today. He's had his third qualifying at Chepstow the other day. They've taken, he went off 11-4 favourite for Fred Winter last year, or the previous last year, yeah. It's taken him an age. Yeah, taking an age to settle this horse. He's been too keen in all the two runs, especially his first chase run as well. And last time at Chepstow was the first time he managed to switch him off, and he's I think he's off 139. I think it can take some beating because I think we're going to go a pretty good clip here. If Costa runs possibly, Regent Stroll will go forward, 6 mile bridge will go forward. Jordan Cross won the 2.5 mile handicap that produced a lot of winners in January, but yeah, the Stencil for me, I've got a decent way for this, and I think it's going to be well back.
Well, Orm's here, and apparently it's the Australian France, Orm. Orm is the biggest French, he knows more about France than President Macron.
It used to be trained in France, it's now trained by Tom George in Gloucestershire.
Not on paper.
Even though it says N George and A Z O.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but Tom George, big teeth, no good. Anyway.
It will start going down in the second half.
Well, I've not that much. I've got to get to air tomorrow.
Last year you'd had double the amount, so we're doing well.
So, Cocktail de Van will win if he runs here. What I would say is, Meet Me by the Sea is... it's an absolutely terrible price. He's sort of priced with connections, and everybody can sort of see what they've plotted by running in the game Spirit last time.
He's happily priced on that in the last
few just on the watering, I mean, I think it's absolutely disgraceful. You shouldn't be watering for good to soft ground. I just find it absolutely ridiculous.
That is, I don't disagree with you, but it is the BHA directive, is it not?
No, the BHA directive is not to water. The BHA directive is to water for good ground and not good to soft ground. But John Pullen doesn't bloody care, does he?
We've got most of the water will fall down the holes anyway, so it won't even go in.
Yes, exactly. I've no idea, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. On to the Mayor's Hurdle then. 2 of the first 3 races on the Thursday for the Mayor's. Again, Lottie Mouth's in there causing trouble in the anti-post markets. I think all 3 on this panel agree that this race shouldn't exist, but something still has to win. And we'll find out someday where Lottie Mouth is going. SD's on the move. There is no more Newcastle racers, which is good news. We're not going to be covering Newcastle in the second half. Fuck knows what he's doing. What wins the Mayor's Hurdle, Wizard? SD's getting his wallet out. Take a note of this. This is 8:58 on the 6th of March 2026, and he's got his wallet out. The tightest man I have ever met, and that's not a joke.
No, I was trying to get him to get me a pint. This is the cameraman, by the way. We've no women in the room, but he's very rampant if they're good looking.
SD them is wanting.
Oh, sorry, lady in the room. You don't want to catch anything off Louis anyway. Anyway, well,
do you want to go on me?
I'll go. This race should be a 0 to 150. Or not exist at all. I don't. I just think it's a complete and utter pile of shit. And I won't be. I'm not interested. I'll pick my nose. Exum's on.
You don't get that on the Paddy Power preview, do you?
Trying to preview this race in a minute. I mean, you've got Rossi champion here. Create a group. He could be on the fences. It's an absolute dreadful race. If it ends up with how...
What are you having?
Exactly. This is one shit race, and if it ends up with Vidal and Lossimo, Creed Cruz, I mean, she's going to win it by default. It's an absolute fucking shit race, and she'll win.
Yeah, do away with it. We'll get the festival back down to 3 days if you leave it to us. On to the Stayers Hurdle then. A much more interesting renewal to my eye than in recent years. SD knows what I usually say about this race, but it does look decent this year, to be fair. Why it's not the feature race on the day, i.e. at 4 o'clock, I don't know. The Ryanair should not have that slot, in my opinion. Anyway, Tiapu is currently United's 4th favourite. He's 3, 1 and 2 in this very race. Comes back here for a 4th go. He's had his usual run in December, then a break until March. He does that virtually every year. it might have been his best performance ever last time, where he beat Bob Ollinger, Paddy Byrne, Foreign by the League, and others over Christmas. I thought Honesty Policy has either been a big eye catcher on his last 2 starts when upped in trip, or he's priced on hype and connections rather than form in the book. Cabral de Matan has been tipped on our channel by SD, he fancies that one, he's tipped him at 16-1, stamina question mark slightly. Bob Ollinger, to me, this looks the best value bet I've come across so far on this review, in my opinion. I just think last year's winner, he's had only 1 start since then, where he clearly not a lot was expected, given that he went off 11-1 as a reigning Novices Hurdle champion. Ridden very cold, and yeah, he's never won at Leopardstown anyway. He's got a ridiculous record at Cheltenham, this Bob Ollinger. He's 4 from 4, including 3 festival wins. I thought Marchand too deserves a shout out as well. He's got 3 wins at Cheltenham already this season. So yeah, I think there's plenty to mention. I thought it was a really interesting race, this one, and I do like one at a big price as well. But I'll come back to that when SD allows me to. SD is currently trying to embarrass me by asking for a big price on Bob Ollinger. That's what you're doing, aren't you?
I'm not embarrassing you.
That's what you're trying to do.
See what friend of the channel was.
Well, then let's see what price friend of the channel is, Bob Ollinger. I'm only a £10 punter.
Oh, I won't be going any bigger than 15-2.
15-2.
If you fancy Marchand 2, you can have 8-1 that.
Can have 8-1 Marchand 2.
You'll have to do better than that for me, John.
Pardon?
You'll have to do slightly better than that for me, Bob Ollinger.
On which one? Bob Ollinger?
Yeah.
No.
91. I mean, for a £10 punter that's made you famous on YouTube and Twitter, that's it.
I know he's very famous. Anyway,
I don't want to be famous.
he doesn't want to be famous. He sat in the corner like Anne Frank.
It's a good job SD doesn't want to be famous either, because
No.
he's fucking not.
So there we go. I really do like Cabral de Matan here. I think the upside of Cabral de Matan is that the horse has a lot of quality, thank you very much, an awful lot of quality. I think he's very, very good indeed. The time showed me that in the Rel Keel. I mean, what an embarrassment this horse is for Paul Nicholls. Let's just get it right. How Skelton, and a lot of people don't like Skelton, but how he's improved this horse out of all recognition takes a considerable dump on Mr. Nicholls. I think given the benign forecast, it's very simple. If he stays, he wins, and if he doesn't, I think Marchand too might win, Joel. What price are you?
I'm the leading price, 8-1.
You're 8-1. I'll have 30 fractions with you.
It's a handicap.
So stayers.
It's a handicap.
It's a handicap, and so was Paisley Park.
Well, I don't agree.
And Lindegard Oscar or whatever that was.
Yeah. I'll have 30 fractions.
Lisnagar Oscar's been an exception. It was a 50-1.
He was trained by the wonderful Rebecca Curtis.
Shall I £50 lot, I can see?
So you're asking for the industry best price and the fraction?
SD's had his white out twice in 4 minutes here, fuck me. Counting out, he's got a token in.
30 quid fractions, John, while we're here.
He's got a TGI Fridays discount token there. £5 off a bottle of Prosecco that was kept specifically to get the value next time he goes. I'm telling you, he's the tightest man going. SD once said to me, and he'll admit this, the best innovation at a British racecourse this century was free water, and he means it. Can you confirm?
Yes.
Yeah,
30 fractions, John, are we on?
Free water is the best innovation at a British racecourses this century. Right, let's go to the wizard then and see what he thinks while you sort your money out.
I've got a present. £5 off a bottle of Prosecco.
That'll be £85 going to cost you then, not 90. There we go, jockey club prices, Jesus.
We don't need the ticket.
You say £5.
I do.
Are we ready, SD? Yeah.
What were we talking about? Oh, well, you've got the winner of the state.
Yeah, I know you like that one, but I actually think he's too good for this race. He's hyped on normally, but he's got a lot of speed, and I can see him travelling best into the home straight, but I think somebody's going to battle him. I've got a very good with honesty policy. All I mean, they really fancy it. It's not around since the long walk just before Christmas. I don't like Marsh on to the price, but it's fucking terrible. It really is. I mean,
But there's parallels with Paisley, isn't there?
what is it?
What, same trainer?
The train.
Yeah, no, same trainer, same season hurdler, no extending up the trip and improving and winning the clean.
Possibly, but Paisley wasn't so steady. I won't have Marsh on to it, but got my more speed than that. I agree with you. The Bob I'm interested in this long. I had a lovely win at Christmas time. Yeah, Tiapu. Nobody seems to fancy Tiapu and they're shifting on the time. It's going to get to a price at the minute, 3 to 172, where he's not putting a full bet, but yeah, for me, I've done a very good move on this policy.
Number one will run through.
Yeah, fair enough. One at a massive price in this, I was looking at Home by the League, because he runs in this race for the 5th time. He's at any price you like. He runs in this race for the 5th time. He was basically brought down by a faller last year. He was 3rd in 24 when he didn't get a clear run. Career best on RPR's 5th in 2023. Again, when he didn't get the clearest run. Nothing to suggest that Home by the League's lost his ability at 11th. He won a grade 2 last time. I think if it's any worse than soft, he does want rain. And they have water. And rain is forecast. I think Home by the League might be an Aintree player.
Trade's forecast.
I'm on the Met Office here, SD, and it says, I mean, the picture's 40%, 60%, 70%. I can't give you a millimetres at the moment, but yeah, next Thursday, let's see, so 40% chance of rain, apparently. I'm no weather expert like you or Tony Calvin, SD, but yeah, I thought Home by the League might become a player at a silly price if it does rain. A decent record in the race for me. There's no point in it. No, he's never won it, and neither has Marchand too.
He's never run in it.
Yeah, well, he's been running in handicaps earlier this year. There's no point in me asking for a price with John, because Home by the League will be a ridiculous price on the exchange on the day, surely. Go on, John, go on.
Well, you're right, and also, you might have to sit down. You might have to have a lie down.
I might have to have a lie down. John doesn't, Edna doesn't agree.
You might have to have a lie down. So, I actually think you make a very, very good point.
John, I've always said that you're my favourite, John. I don't get any credit from SD, so thank you very much. Thank you. Fuck SD.
Not forgetting his school uniform.
Well, you've not sat down all day in your fucking unmatching green suit.
Honestly, he's even got the cameraman wearing the school uniform.
SD only buys suits unmatching from the bargain rail of Suits Direct. Anyway, are we moving on, SD?
We'll move on to the shitty airlines chase.
On to what should definitely not be the feature race, i.e. 4 o'clock, that should be the stayers. The Ryanair, factor 5 ultimate piston in this last year. I think he's a penalty kick. If he runs, it looks like he's going to run all the sounds noises this weekend. He won as easy as you like last year. He was better than ever when winning the Irish Gold Cup last month. We all know that. The opposition in this race, I don't think is a lot to write home about, really. Last year's second, who was, 7 lengths behind him last year, 9 lengths behind him this year. He's second favourite at 6 to 1. I just don't think he's got a lot to beat, to be honest. He's bang on John for good reason. Will go back in the 4-6? No, but it's no vet race, so he'll probably win.
Yeah. I mean, it's only going to be 8 runners, maybe 9 runners here. So when I look, was Matasha at 25 to 1. You won as well. Yeah, I mean, he's got nice travel form, nice 2.5 mile form. He's a nice ground. There's a lot of pressure to follow in this jump on. He's not going to run. I mean, it's going to be decided if the rain comes, he might not run. Get the white one run, Ronald could all run. And then you come into like a jump on run, the new mean will run. I think, the new mean factor falls in the year because what he's always said, it's your 2.5 mile. Even though he won a 3 mile left, so I mean, everybody knows the only reason why he won in the front advisory really did was because JP backed him. He backed him at 25 to 1. Otherwise he wouldn't have. But he's always been a 2.5 miler. And he's got a massive chance if he managed to use that to Formula win.
Cheers.
Right. Just quiet down a bit because we can't hear ourselves very think during the form. Right. I'll run about Michael Barrymore. Anyway, yeah, I back Matata for this each way. I just think an interesting point here. Now, you might say, and I think I know the answer to this question, galloping out the Gold Cup, does that possibly increase the odds of Factophile running in the Gold Cup because Willie has one less, or is it JP's word and that's that?
JP makes the final decision on everything what he just trying to say.
Okay, yeah, I'd agree with that. Look, I don't think Factophile is 100% bomb-proof. I bet Hartwood each way.
He's not. He tends to have one. He tends to have one good run and one bad run.
Yeah, he's very enough. He's not a model of consistency. As Wizard says, 8 runners. Matata probably ran to a mark in the late 150s here on New Year's Day. That's probably enough to get a place, and if Factophile bombs, you've a chance of winning. I think Hartwood is interesting. You can have a look at Banbridge, but they be my two. Does anyone fly with Ryanair? Because they are bastards, aren't they?
You do, you tight bastards. Right, what are we going on to?
Factophile is 4-5 with friend of the channel. That went down like a lead balloon, Joe.
4-6 on Oddschecker.
4-6 on Oddschecker, he's 4-5.
Anyway, Supremely West got a mention earlier on, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of opinion on him. This is the Pertemps final. I mean, check out his form, the Supremely West. From course and distance handicap in October, he was third behind Electric Mason, he's now £11 higher. Hey guys, just quiet down please, thank you.
He's got his school uniform on, he'll fucking twat you.
SD's not got the bottle to ask you. So anyway, this Supremely West, that course and distance form from October, he was third behind Electric Mason, who's now £11 higher. Marchand 2, who SD's just mentioned for the stayers, is £25 higher. He was third behind them. Not great form since, but we have seen this movie before with Dan Skelton, Supremely West, one good run, couple of shit runs, handicap, here we go.
I mean, you might see this movie already, but it's like 72 for it's one of the shortest prices. It's ridiculous price. Actually, I mean, we went at the inside, was it at Cheltenham? When everybody went around the outside, well, you know they're trying to do it. The one I like is Staffordshire Knot. Top weights, I think I'm probably probably end up in the stage here, but the top weight's got a really good record in this Pertemps. He's just come to his own. I think they bought him off Cobalt Potters, I can't remember the name. But he's better now this year. I think he's on 152. Of all these horses, I mean, they're all in the 130s, and I actually think he's got probably a chance of around 16 to 1.
What price are you, John? Supremely West?
Well, we know all about this horse, don't we, from the past?
We do. I remember backing him with you around Hexham, actually.
Yeah, when he finished about as quickly as you as well.
Yes, finished as quickly as me.
My concern with Supremely West is that the horse needs to make all the running to show his best form. I'm on the mic now. So the problem as I see it with Supremely West is the horse on all known form needs to make the running to show his best form, and it's a big task to try and make all the running in this Pertemps Network qualified final.
Does he want soft ground, John?
He wants soft ground, yeah. And I mean they've tried to back the horse earlier in the season when he transferred from Dr. Newland to Dan Skelton, and that didn't work. And although he might be a master trainer of these horses, I just can't see it at all. I'm sorry, I can't see it because the horse has got to make all, and it won't make all in that race. So
what price?
So it's 5 to 1.
5 to 1. Gone.
It's actually just over 4 to 1 to lay on Betfair, so
it won't win simply.
Well, I think he'll drift like a barge, and I think he's. What do you reckon his Betfair SP will be? 9?
Yeah, about 9. Between 8 and
That would be. I think he's an absolutely dreadful price. Yes, they've tried to plot up, but bloody hell, there's going to be 20 odd others in here who's also tried the same. I won't be having a bet till the day. I thought La Vida Diva was moderately interesting for Ruth Jefferson, who has a very, very good strike weight with winners to runners with horses. She's a classy enough mare, and I don't think a mark of 133 is beyond her.
Okay, fair enough. The final race on the Thursday is the Muir amateur jockeys. As usual, JP has got the first two in the market at the moment. This Kim Rock has been running consistently well, I thought, without actually winning, and has gone well at Cheltenham before. That was my starting point, Kim Rock. Again, with it being a handicap, we'll go to you first, Wizard.
Yeah, with Kim Rock, I mean, they ran a bit to mile 5 last time, but I've been tripped this time on. I don't think you say 2 mile 5. Everybody latched on to Jericho the rep, and anybody got a man for 145, but I'm not sure this is the usual JP plot where they've all, well, I know when it's Sandown the first time here, we jumped, I mean, jumped like a snitch table, but for me, the one to beat is all with Whispers. He finished second in the mountain pipe. I think they've been slowly with this. I've been tripped first time. He could have ran a lot of races. He's got a big chance. In terms of Kenny Present on this last year, beat Johnny Coon. He's going to go well again. But yeah, for me, Walter Whispers as well.
I agree with everything you've said on Jericho the Rock today. I've no doubt they've tried to get his mark for the race, but for me, he's not a natural chaser. Yeah, he's got pass, but bloody hell. I will back something else, and what will be dictated to by price of the day. And jockey as well. Jockey's very, very important in this race. You don't want some, some jockey who's had about 10 rides, or, Miss Rebecca Duffy who rode in that Catcher Counter the other day, or some other idiot like that. You want a proper jockey. I mean, you'll remember McNamara winning on one of the greatest rides I've ever seen. Yeah.
I mean, Jericho Connor's supposed to be on Jericho's directly, but possibly it could be Lee Switch maybe.
Yeah, it's just one of them horses, Jericho, that goes off favourite every time and doesn't win every time, to be clear.
He wasn't favourite last time.
No, he wasn't, but on not the last two times, but the 5 previous runs to that, he was favourite and only won one of them. 2 of those were odds on, I think, or at least one of them. Anyway, any questions on day 3, Thursday? Any horses we've not mentioned? Any horses you fancy? Any horses you want to price on? Go on, SD, off you go.
Go on, somebody put the bloody hand up.
Any prices?
Any prices?
Thursday? Hewitt.
Hewitt? He's older than John Hutchinson. Why do you fancy Hewitt? Come on.
He's got hurdler. He won the was it the Galway hurdle? Yeah, and he's getting his ground for the first time in ages.
What ground do you think it's going to be?
It's going to be good to start.
Like I say, the watering and there is some rain forecast. I'm no expert, but I'm just asking.
One thing on watering, by the way, when they race on it, and then it rains, it turns to shit very quickly.
They're not racing on it though, are they?
Well, they are racing on it.
No, they're not racing on it until Thursday.
Yeah, but if it rains during racing.
Yeah, and there's only 2 races before the championship.
You've never been to Sedgefield when it rains, have you?
I have been to you with Sedgefield once, and they had 6 inspections and it still went ahead. That's the only time I've
Amazing. Friend of the channel was there. What price is Hewitt, John?
In the stayers,
Yes.
28.
28. 30s isn't a price. You go 28, then you got 33. That's all who the 2 points win the night before when they've not had a run.
Anything else?
Anyone else? Oh, he's waving.
If the gentleman wants 30, he can have 30.
You can have 30.
30 to 1 if you back it.
Get your money where your mouth is.
Anyone else on Thursday? No? Right, we'll move to the Triumph.
Yes, we will move to the Triumph SD. Willie Mullins had 10 runners in this race last year. 6 of them were hurdle debutants. Bonnie Ross won at 100 to 1. We all know the story. So as a result of that, they've introduced a new rule without any precedent whatsoever. So you now have to have at least one run over hurdles. So guess what? Willie Mullins is going to have a load of runners in there that have had one run over hurdles. And that may include this Mel Ete Unveis, who was at a qualifying run in France 300 days ago. So if you insert the rules, Willie Mullins will find a way around them. It's any price you like, the one I've mentioned, Millet Unveis, but yeah, ran in France 300 days ago in a hurdle race. This Mon Creuset is the big market mover this week. Started the week at 33 to 1, is now half that Gigginstown, but trained by Mullins.
You should have a look at pretty big mistake because the second one is doing it's a weird time to this because I mean you've got Proactive, Selma Taveri and Macho Man who have only had the one run. You normally get a lot more stuff with at least 2 or 3 runs.
Or zero.
Or zero.
Domestic.
Yeah, it's not domestically, not in fact, yeah. I've had a good win for Monk Suit. I think that's going to be a challenge, but yeah, I mean, I saw something the other day with I think about maybe 6 or 7 of the last, out of the last 10 horses, the best horse in France in 3-year-old hurdles, as a 3-year-old, they ended up being the winner of the Triumph, and that was Macho Man, who was better than Proactive, but I'm not too sure what's going to win this. It's a very, very tough race, but I'll be going small sticks of Willie on Monk Pursuit.
I thought Summer de Berry was given a very, very considerate ride last time, and probably could have bustled the what was a favourite for this race up. So, you know, I would probably have Summer de Berry as favourite. I mean, Proactive is probably priced on the colours and connections rather than the form book. I can't quite, but it certainly was the case when I did this 2 days ago. They're virtually the same price now, Minella Study and Maestro Conti, but using a collateral line through One Horse Town, who of course won the most important 3-year-old race of the day at Hexham. On Derby Day. Yes. But using that as collateral form, I think Minella Study is the best of the Brit. He travels so well at Cheltenham. I mean, it might just be the British 3-year-old horses are absolutely shit, but if this horse was trained by Mullins or someone else, and this is a line trotted out a lot, it'd be a lot shorter. I'm inclined to play the race, Selma de Berry and Minella Study, and I didn't much like anything else. John, are you a big prize on Proactive or anything else?
Well, because it's not. I think a lot of the form of this race has been hidden up to now, so it's a very difficult race for a bookmaker. So I wouldn't want to be going inflated prices, but on the basis that I think it's unlikely that Adam Nicola will ever train the winner of the Triumph. You can have 9 to 1 Minella.
9 to 1.
He's showing at 7 to 1 odds checker.
Go on, I'll whack 30 quid up.
This is the first time. I mean, it is betting related to the thing.
I'm up and down like a bloody Iranian missile.
Just been waiting for that all night.
I've got a Scottish note, John. I know how you love them.
I was just going to give a shout out to Maestro Conti. Obviously, like John said, we don't know enough of the horses. But this Maestro Conti drifted big time, did it not, on Triumph's Day?
Oh, bloody hell, if you use One Horse Town as a guide, surely the Nickel horse will spaff all over it.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I just think Maestro Conti drifted massively and still won, so that might be of note in a race where, as we know from last year, anything could happen. On to the county hurdle then. This Mercia has got many comparisons with Cardisi, who won this last year for the same connections, but does carry more weight than Cardisi did, to be fair, in comparison. Hello Neighbour was 6th in the Triumph last year, 3rd in the Irish, pretty much the Irish equivalent behind Lamba. not a lot since, but could be on a dangerous mark. So Hello Neighbour was where I was starting on this race, and he's a decent enough price at around 16 to 1. We'll start with you.
Yeah, I've been right on here. 6.5. Who most probably should have won the main blocks last year. Travelled into too well, but didn't have to take it until at least last half a furlong. She's had a few months since, now she's another 2.5 miles beyond the town, which is too far for the start. Expected to be belly out and come with a leg run. The other one, she's got half a chance, possibly, Julie Alpha.
Not in this race.
I think she's an out 2 miler, but he went over 2.5 miles.
30.
He's got a little chance, but yeah, 6.5. I think 16, 20 to 1. I think she'll be plotting for this race, and yeah, I think it's going to be very close.
Jubilee Alpha, are you worried by the form of the Nichols Yard? She just looks a bit soft to me.
Yeah, she's done like a battle, but I think she's going to run over 2.5 miles last, maybe 3 or 4 times. And I think she's an out 2 miler who needs to be very complete when it comes to one run, but as I say, she'll probably win on the option because she can easily follow the back of the TV.
I'll just give a word to Sinatra. Now, Sinatra started at 1 to 8. The owner has actually managed to ring me because I told him to run Cabral. This is a true story, isn't it, Adam? I was begging him to run Cabral do my town, and somehow he rang me. I saw him at Haydell.
Yes, that's true.
He did tell me they do like Sinatra. He was 1 to 8 at Sandown 3 runs ago. And you might think, well, that form is of no consequence, but the time that day was quite exceptional. I understand that they want the horse to grow up a bit, and they think the county hurdle is possibly a good option to do that in. Again, I'll wait probably till the day and hope Sinatra drifts, and then you can get so pissed you can see some strangers in the night.
There's plenty of them around here.
You didn't get it, did you?
Onto the
Absolutely terrible.
onto the Novices Chase, which is only the 6th read.
Oh, do one of those, you know, AK bets do an alert.
If you can get on with AK bets, then it's not sale the price estimate.
Yes, well, you know they do the Twitter alerts.
No idea.
Anyway, here it is. This is Hutchinson's lay of the meeting.
It's the only lay of the meeting.
Packed away his equipment for a start.
No, but Lewis is writing things down.
We've still got the book here.
Yeah, I mean, he's writing things down like Samuel Pepys, so...
Oh yeah, so we're on to the Novices Chase, and this is John Hutchinson's lay of the meeting. Fire away, take in the microphone.
Go on.
Just to say, it's not a lay of the meeting based on the horse being no good or anything like that. It's the fact that I don't agree with the market that's been formed on this race. I personally think the likes of Panic Attack and Only by Night should be shorter than they are, and I feel that Dino Blue is a farcical price. I believe it's 6 to 4 best. Is that right?
Yeah.
They were, well, I mean, if anyone wants to bet now, they can have 15 to 8 Dino Blue. I was going to offer 2s, but I think that is a bit generous.
Well, we're not here for generosity, are we?
Oh, I'm not. You right.
Yeah, 15 to 8.
15 to 8 is a very good price.
Yeah, no, it is a very fair price, to be fair. This race is only, this will be the 6th renewal. This probably is the best renewal of this race we've had, because we've got Dino Blue, last year's winner, and this Panic Attack's won the Paddy Power Gold Cup and the Hennessy last year. Question marks over Dino's Blue jumping, because she was terrible on seasonal return, blundered the last very gladly on New Year's Day as well. Spindleberry was unbeaten over fences. She tried the Irish Gold Cup last time, you can certainly forgive her that. And Only by the Night might not run. J.D. Grugy might not run for Hurdle, and the Big Westerner might not run. She's looking at the Brown. So where would your starting point be? Are you with or against Dino Blue, who John Hutchinson is 15 to 8 on?
I would say with final one race every year like it was last year. Spindleberry needs soft ground to win this. Possibly could be by the Friday. You never know, if he's on the range. Panic Attack's improved a shitload all year last year. Possibly 2.5 might be in a short side for her. Yeah, I think he will win, but I'm not sure.
I thought David Luna had a chance at a big prize, and I think she's very classy. She's not had the chance to show her true ability. Panic attacks look good this year. I mean, Novices Chases are just not my bag, baby. So we'll move on slightly. I mean, you've more of an opinion than me on this, John.
Alright.
Well, John, you have it.
It's to do with the shape of the race, I think.
It's to the shape.
I'd just like to ask you, what price will you back your obsession horse in this race with me? Holly Grove Char Char.
Holly Grove Cha-Cha.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
I won't, because you won't win. I don't know which horses win which races, John.
3 miles, and it looks like Dr. Steinberg will run here. There have been some talk about maybe not. Keen Go Up, one at the DRF, but there's big question marks over that form from the DRF. He did win by 8 lengths, but what did he beat in the process? The Devil Uno behind the Doctor, now first run over hurdles, he beat Skylight Hustle. I think we mentioned that one earlier, banging the running for the Turners. The Devil Uno was up at Doncaster in January, so that one's of interest. For those that have faith in the British juveniles, and there might not be any faith, this Clint Madrick was a nice enough second in the Challow behind No Drama This End. We mentioned No Drama This End, might be underestimated. And the last one I would say, worth talking about, Cryptic Jim won the Pothole Derby at the Cheltenham on Trials Day in the dark. He won the Pothole Derby, so that would be a good one if for John Pullen, if Cryptic Jim was to go on and win.
Where have you got that line from? Come on, that's very good.
I'll be very honest, Steve, and Harry will back me up. I spoke to Harry this morning, and I'll make that one up completely myself.
Well done.
Thank you. I've had a positive comment from you and John in the last half an hour.
Bloody hell. So, friend of the channel, just get your odds checker up, is the industry-leading price on Dr. Steinberg at 9 to 2.
It's 3 to 1 as far as I can see, so that's the biggest. That's the biggest price of the night.
What?
I said it's a wide open race.
It's a wide open race, I agree with you.
Dr. Steinberg 9 to 2 with John.
9 to 2, go and see him. Right, what I will say to you is, look, you do learn things. I've done more bloody Cheltenham Festival previews, and honestly, it's just been, I've been up and down the country like a bloody Andy Stobart driver, but Andy Holdit did say made a very good case of the W now, so I look back on it. That River Dog form is very, very good indeed. So I haven't really come up with it myself, so we must give credit to others, but I think the W now should be clear favourite. I have had a fairly decent each-way bet on Ubatoba, who's an absolutely massive price. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the problem with the horse. The problem with the horse is Ben Sutton's going to ride it. Now, Ben Sutton rode the horse absolutely terribly at Haydock. Was far too far back and probably should have gone close to winning the trial for this. I think Ubatoba is a very, very talented horse, and I've been prepared to. I mean, I've been backing him for a while now. And at 33, 40, 50 or whatever price he is at the moment, he's worthy of some respect. About 70 on the machine, to be fair.
Yeah, one of my strongest friends in the whole meeting, the W, the time of the River Dog was very, very, very good. And absolutely shit up in that. I don't think it's like a race, Dr. Steinberg was doing scrape on it all the time, so that's fine. You've got quite a few explosions, spinning the hand, expressing the line. Plus the number of others, but the devil, you know, he's got form in the book. He's one of the strongest fields that have been on for a long, long time. And I think he'll all be a favourite and likely to be fighting the ones in.
Sandown, the Gold Cup's coming up. He's moaning. It's like, anyway.
ST's a paid money to come and listen to you, so you're the main man.
Well, I'm on. Right, great.
Right, Gold Cup then. It's 6 to 1 the field the week before the race. I can't remember seeing anything like it myself in my time, which is about 15 years. Yeah, wide open, absolutely wide open. The Gold Cup. I thought Gaelic Warrior ran with all sorts of credit because he pulled very, very hard.
Gonna go to friend of the
in that Irish Gold Cup that Factify won. I mean, Factify would probably be favourite for this if he was running. We know that. Yeah, I could be here all day talking about. So I think it's really, really interesting. The one I would say is this Affordale Fury. If you'd have said to me, would be 40 to 1 after he won the Lexus in December. I know Callapin's out as of this evening. I thought you were mad, to be honest. I thought there's good reason because he was pulled up playing in a DRF. Just shows how open it is. He tried to lead this Affordale Fury at the DRF in a very deep lineup. Massively wide open. Shout out to Envoy Allen, who is apparently going to run in this race. His last run, he's ran at the festival. This will be his 8th time running at the festival. So I'm not saying he's going to win, but fucking fair play to him.
Yeah, few bits of good. The jukebox ran pretty badly the day from what I know. I know the way you're thinking. I mean, we've all got our opinions on this. Well, they got the money at Christmas anyway when they drift like a bag, but I mean,
That was a joke.
yeah, I mean, we're from 7 to 4 to 10 to 1, but it's like they knew. Yeah. It's a pretty fun race. I mean, Gaelic Warrior, I mean, he dropped his win from last cap, but that was just after the last fence. The King George. I mean, it's a very open race. For me, Triangle Bay most probably should have won the King George. I don't think he's given very good ever. His friends told a woman at Cheltenham, Craig's only got given out like he was a prep for a handicap last time. I mean, he didn't seem to try again.
But betting on that, you come in with my opinion in a minute. But they're betting on that race in the morning. You almost knew Greg Norman wasn't going to win. Like he was
It still went off even, so.
But the SP's a joke. Just ask Tim or John.
Well, yeah, talk about the front end of the manatee on the show. I mean, I would say Triangle Bay, but I think it's a very, very tough race. I'm not got a strong opinion, so I won't say.
Okay, what we'll do is I'll give my opinion and then we'll go down the card with John. For what it's worth, I don't think the jukebox man will get up the hill. Sandra will love it if it does. I mean, no Tottenham supporters in there or what.
But it's not by the end of the month, Harry.
Well, he might do. He might be, he might be president of Iran or something. I'm not convinced. Gaelic Warrior stays. Ante isn't good enough. Factify, I think if Factify runs, he will go bloody close. Great Order certainly wasn't put in the race last time, but I still don't think it's good enough. If you look at raw form, beating Royal Pagaille in the Betfair is frankly useless. Spillane Star is a funny race last time. I think Django Bay was ridden too wide last time and went via the BP garage. I thought his Ascot run was seriously good, and I think he's a horse with a lot of upside. Look, I mean, a lot of you get pissed off with how Nicky Henderson campaigns horses, but he knows what it takes to win a Gold Cup. I backed him, and I think I know the way you're thinking, who clearly has been laid out for this. But if you watch the run last year, and I think the vibes are right, I think the winner will come from those two, and I'll take those two against the field. Now, John Hutchinson, give people some value in the Gold Cup. I'm just going to pass you the mic, all right?
Yeah, well, thank you. It won't be difficult because I agree with what you said, that the top of the market is dominated by horses that are at best unlikely to stay the trip. So my price is at top of the market, 11-2 the Jukebox Man, 5-1 Gaelic Warrior. I'm not going to push Django Bay out because I think that's the most likely of the three to stay. 5-1 that. 80 Colour, probably not good enough. 8-1 Haiti, 10-1 Factify, 8-1 only. I know the way you're thinking, which I think has been laid out for it. You can have 16s with me grade on in, it won't be winning. And then you're on to the right. I do think, though, I'm allowed an opinion, am I? I do think there's a chance that this race will be set up for a plodder like I Am Maximus. Actually. Because you've got to
run into a place.
well, it is over.
There's a police.
If it runs, it's over 40 to 1 currently on the machine. It's a big prize because you've got a lot of dubious stays in this race. So there we are. So the price is over. You can remember those. 11 to the Jukebox Man, 5 to 1 Gaelic Warrior, 5 to 1 Django Bay, 8 to 1 Haiti Cologne, and 10 to 1 Factor 5.
So SD, you was Django Bay if you had to have a bet.
I'm back Django Bay, and I know the way you think.
And you was no bet with it. Yeah, very much wide open.
on news at anything.
Right, simmer down, lads. The Foxhunters next, when we'll shoot people.
Not even that to call it the Foxhunters anymore. Right,
Bloody can.
2 races left then. I've got absolutely no idea, to be honest. I still don't understand what hunter chasers are, I'll be honest. Panda Boy and Wrapped Up been the 2 for money this week. It's on the line, has finished second in this 3 years running, 2 of which he's been under the ownership of JP and is again this year. Hunter Chase, SD?
I dip in and out of them. I don't mind them as a betting medium. I've actually about the winner of this race. I know John in the past. I know John absolutely loves a Hunter Chase, don't you? It looks. It has. I mean, what the bloody hell is it called? The Princess Royal Challenge Cup. It's the Foxhunters, to anybody who knows anything about racing. Mr. O'Shea is a very, very shrewd operator, and I find it hard to believe Barton Snow won't be running well here. He said, yeah, I know he watches this channel because he's come up to me in the ring before. I don't know anything about what he thinks about the horse, but what I do know is it's clearly a horse with an awful lot of ability. Won 4 from 4 this year. Has won around here. You've got to rely on possible stamina doubts, but it might just be that he's a completely improved model. And at a massive price, I'd rather back him than, something like Wonderwall.
No idea. Okay, yeah. I expect.
Any opinion, John? Because you do like these races.
No, I would support what you've said, and I would also congratulate Mr. O'Shea for doing his schooling of his horses in the fog at Ludlow as well.
Yeah. Well, we've had in the dog on Cheltenham Trials Day in the fog at Ludlow, so they're really helpful.
Yes.
Okay, on to the lucky last then. This is the Martin Pye conditional jockey. His handicap hurdle 2 miles, 4.5 furlong. It's another 7 to 1 field handicap. My starting point, no surprise, was the JP horse, but apparently leading amateur jockey, this Michael Keneally is apparently lined up for Kel Histor, or however you say that. So that is currently 10 to 1, but it'll be going off favourite, I imagine.
Yeah, quite possibly. The one I'd quite like, we saw about jockeys new. If you get a decent thing down, is very full. The one I like to hear is the Cheltenham. I like 6.5 for Tony Hurdle, and obviously it's fighting. She's been quite spotted, I think, through the season to get into this race. She's going to learn 2.5 miles on the new course. As soon as they turn inch on Longman to the last hurdle. The other one, East India Express, I think was about 12 to 1 and about 4 to 1 for this race last year. Then everything a bit too soon. Got another chance. And the other one who's got a bit of a chance, Tactical Authority, finished second behind Withdell last year. It's only a pan type, and Ollie Murphy's completely laid out to this again. But I think David Tolman's got a big chance. Obviously, Kelton's still with Canadian. Rockdino, they tie in with the Mike Powerful. Rockdino ran pretty quick after his 4th run, which is something Mullins doesn't normally do. I think he ran 2 weeks after. Apparently on one at Newby last time. Got another chance, but yeah, for me, Tournament and Tactical Authority wants to be with
I never have a bet in this race because everybody just tries to chase the losses. So look at the hunters are hunting it.
You'll be winning next though. You'll be winning by this.
Well, I might be not a hunting and a faking. So, look, I want to thank you all. I want to especially thank Tim's over there. They don't have to do this. John Hutchinson's there for all their time. And I really do want to thank you all for your support because without you all, we really are nothing. And I don't want to sound like some sort of US president, but it does mean a lot. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Was there any questions for day 5? You won't get SD on his screen. There you go.
Get me on my own choice.
Dan Scanlon's been very confident about Grade Owen. Should I lump all money each way on that? Gaelic Warrior, should I go each way? Or Ixalan Line apparently was fat at the DRF. Should I now go for it? Now it's skinny.
Dan Skelton is optimistic about everything. I mean, he looks in the mirror and he thinks he's slim. I don't give any of those much of a chance. I know a lot of shrewd people like Gaelic Warrior. Look, Gaelic Warrior has a chance if he stays, but he wouldn't. I don't think he should be favouring. I'd have to go buy his favourite.
You get full time then. Matty Mullins has been confident about Gaelic Warrior all year, hasn't he?
Yeah, but this is the game they play. I had this conversation with someone the other night. If you think jockeys know about a form book, they are absolutely fucking clueless, right? It's a very serious point. Me and him know more about a form book than jockeys. That's not me being big-headed. That's knowing when a horse will run to form. Their job is to place it to the best ability, rather than read collateral form like we do.
Patrick Mullins to be very confident because he wants to be on it. That's the reason. There's no other reason he wants to ride it. If you tell him he's going to be on galloping at once and making that much change up, that's the reason.
I've got a great one in that comment. For Steve, he's on the move.
What's your best bet for tomorrow, Steve? Tomorrow?
Well, you'll have to tune into races now at 8 o'clock.
I'll give you one in here.
The rest of these daily tips every day.
Look at the prices. Look, the problem is, if you get it overnight, you're not doing anything right. Well, I know about the air bumper, but I don't tip horses at 6 to 4 home. I will be tipping Ned Tanner in the morning in the 3:55 at air.
Right, there you go.
Proper jockey on.
And on the YouTube yesterday evening, he tipped Man No Man, Reckless Eric, Birds of the Feather, Callum Mystic, and Cool Hoof Luke. He's on the move. He's on the move.
Not John, but the rest of the panel. What's your lay of the festival? One lay of the festival for each of you. SDU first.
Bambino fever.
Well,
There you go. I just think she's too short. I wouldn't be backing her at 21 to 20 or whatever price John Hutchinson is.
Put back the ball on the ankle.
Really athletic, but I'm no expert on these things. Maybe I'll tell you.
What the fuck are you doing on a Cheltenham Festival?
I'm just teeing you up. I'm just teeing you up, and you put it in the net because you're brilliant, and I'll just be admin assistant.
He said in the lab.
I was thinking Maxborough, but yeah, if Maxborough goes any shorter than he is now, I'd definitely be looking at it.
What do you think will, right, let's say Maxborough runs shit. What do you think will win? Those that was third in the Tingle Green.
That's a bit.
But it's a fucking low bar.
The solid one is like John didn't get round. So fuck him each way.
Bloody hell, you don't jump in and get round. You go back to Fitness 5 and Rosemary Henderson.
It is fair about Maxborough. He is against a questionable form.
You're getting
In the free ball.
Yeah, you probably will. Anyone else? Come on, I'm gonna get Will. In fact, come on, this guy puts millions on. Come on, give us your nap of the week.
All bats are not be
He stopped jockeying.
The other one is 6 old.
Stop jockeying without them, tell me.
So,
She's met.
Be Nico by default.
goes off, goes back on the
Come on, Tim. Tim will be at Wolverhampton tomorrow on a dual pitch basis, and John will be at Carlisle Sunday, and you'll be at Warwick Sunday, won't you, with all the dogs?
The next shot, pin it.
There we go. There we go. Anyone else? Go on, Joe. Joe works for a very shrewd outfit down in Portsmouth. Tuco Salamanca, you might have seen it, owned by Pompey Ventures. Is he in Bahrain at the moment?
Was John playing?
Dino Blue, John?
Dino Blue.
Yes, Dino Blue. He can't even look you in the eye and say it. Still can't find me.
Oh, sorry, I was.
Yeah, that's a good.
Go on, what's your nap at the festival, John? It'd be something of Sedgefield.
Talk the talk wherever he runs.
15 or 17.
Devil, you know about it.
I'll go Cabral, and if you want one at a big price, keep it over.
So it's Cabral, Devil, you know, and talk the talk.
Go on, what's your nap, John?
I haven't really got a nap at the festival.
Come on, John.
I haven't.
Press him, Steve, press him.
I can't be pressed up. Have you got any?
Well, you know a bit more.
Look at that suit.
Wait,
That's on.
Come on.
Sail rail.
really got one.
It's not what you want to lay.
Anything else? You asked me what I fancied.
Yeah, well, if there's one you don't want to lay, by the same token, you must fancy it.
Well, I think Factor 5 really.
Yeah, imagine if I said Factor 5. Steve would jump on my head.
The most interesting role at the festival is the one I pointed out in the Gold Cup.
I am Maximus.
I am Maximus.
There you go, right, Maximus Aintree. Anyone else?
Wrap it up, SD.